and welcome to All Drums All the Time, where we talk about all drums all the time. I have been lucky to be able to do something like this and get some feedback from people from time to time. One of the questions that keeps coming up is, what do you use in a live situation and or sometimes in the studio for monitors? And what I use for monitor mix live is basically it's the entry-level Shure SE215 in-ear monitors, which are these monitors right here. So for my ear monitor mix, I use a 4-channel board. I find this effective and useful when I'm playing live. And what I do with the board, and I'll show you in a few minutes, is the way I set it up is using the 4 channels. I'll use the channel 1 for an ambient mic. I use channel 2 for the board mix or the main mix coming into my board. And channel 3 will be split between sequencer, which is actually behind me here, which is the Roland. And I'll use that sequencer, and on channel 4 or channel 3, depending on how I'm plugging it in, I'll have the click, the metronome. That's basically the way I set up the board, and I'll show you in a few minutes what that looks like. So I talked a little bit about an ambient mic, and what is an ambient mic and how does that help you? So first of all, when you have in-ears, you're blocking out the ambient sound within the stage. That's, that could be crowd feedback, that could be just stage, it could be just talking on stage. What I use, which is usually my 2nd channel or my 1st channel, depending on how I'm setting it up. I think in this example that I have that I'm going to show you, it's in the 1st channel or channel 1. I'll take an ambient mic, and this is actually what the ambient mic looks like. This one actually is titled the Special Application Microphone. It's essentially an ambient mic, which is phantom powered. Well, I have to have phantom power in the board, so that's something I'll highlight as well. And what I'll do with this mic here is I'll place it strategically within or on the stage where it makes the most sense. So example number 1, I'm in a venue, the band is doing their own sound. So what I've opted to do in that situation, smaller room, a lot more control within the sound. I'll take the vocals, that'll go into my channel 2. I'll take the ambient mic, I'll put that in channel 1, and I'll put the ambient mic close to the guitar. And the guitar I can mix up and down depending on where it is during the night or during the song. And then the 3rd channel will be, again, like I said, will be either the click or the sequencer, and I can mix and match that too. This is the mic that I will be placing on the stage. This little unit here is very, very tough. It's been stepped on, it's been kicked around, but it is very, very durable. The benefits of having this is, like I said, I can place it on the stage and it's very sensitive to the sounds. If I want more ambient sound and I've got a sound man that's working with me, I can put this anywhere on the stage and at least get that. Like I said before, though, if we're doing our own sound, I'll probably place this closer to the guitar player. Please feel free to leave comments, questions, suggestions as well. I'd really like to hear from you guys and you folks in the drumming world. What are some of the things that you're challenged with? Some of the things that, hey, what I can learn as well. The channel's fairly new and we're learning as we go. So again, thanks a lot for checking in, and enjoy the rest of the video. There's some good information here for you. So here's the board that I'm using. As you can see, it's basically a 3-channel board. This one here, it would be my ambient mic, which would be in channel number 1. That ambient mic would be attached to an 1/8" adapter cord that would go to this ambient speaker right here. And this speaker would actually just go on the stage, and you can position this anywhere you want and get the mix that you want. I find this very, very helpful for me. And it's, basically I keep it in the box, it transports well. The other channel that I've got here would be the mix coming from the board, and then I can adjust my volumes here as well. And then what I'm looking at is either be on this channel would be the click or the sequencer. The sequencer has its own click, but this would work well with the click, and then I can basically adjust the volume on here as well. The last thing that you want to look at on this board, which coincides with the channel 1, which is your ambient mic, is you do need, like I said before, the phantom power. The phantom power is going to give you power to that mic, which is going to pick up the ambient sound. And then lastly, I use this cord here as just an extension to my in-ear monitors, which are the Shure SE 215s, and these are those units right here. I've never had a problem with them. Actually, the first one that I did buy, Shure is very good about their warranties. One of the channels, or actually one of the units, went and they sent me a completely brand new in-ear system, basically the whole cord and everything. So that's kind of what you're looking at for what I'm using. I like this board because it is powered up and down. I mean, I can turn it on, I can turn it off. And I have another board which when you plug in it just stays on, but I like this one that much better. Anyhow, hope that helps you out. Again, the click which goes into here is mounted on right by the snare, and you can see that I use the 1/4-inch jack for my my click, and this click works fantastic with the system. I can turn it on, turn it off here, and it's running right into my in-ears. And on the board in the in-ears, I set the one volume here, and then I will adjust it with this board here. So everything is adjustable. I basically decided to take matters into my own hand and do some research on in-ear monitors and find out what are the pros and cons of that. And I found that there's a lot more pros than there are cons. I can use a click, I can use a sequencer, I can mix my own volume between the vocals and the guitar and the ambient mic, and you know, it's just so many good things about it. And it also cuts down the ambient sound that when you're playing your kit. I mean, let's face it, when this is not a quiet instrument, and I've always practiced with headphones because, you know, it is loud. And so taking that into account, when you're behind the kit in a live venue, you have a lot of sound coming through too. So you can choose to put the drums into the mix or not put the drums into the mix, but the good thing about it is that you can control it. Hope that helps you out. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you soon.